What's up, everybody? Paul Hickey here with your data-driven daily tip. Today, I'm going to list 3 things that you can do to your website to get people to stay longer and convert. Number 1 thing I kind of stumbled upon when looking at our Google Analytics has to do with just the amount of content you would put all on one page. And I noticed that when I deleted some of the content from our page that I didn't really feel like we needed anymore from a business standpoint, it actually likely increased the page speed load time, which made a big difference in people staying on the site and or bouncing before the page would even load. The second thing that I did was I swapped a image out for just some text. And so on a page, on our home page, I had an image that looks very much like this one with some copy over it with some buttons. And I changed it from loading like this to loading simply with some text with just a value proposition statement here about what we do. So going from a large image with text over it to just text about what you do, realizing that this is more mobile friendly and more users are accessing websites from a mobile device, the data shows, as well as the data showing that images take longer to load than text, and that page speed load time is a huge factor. These 2 things have contributed in a drastically lower bounce rate and more time on site for data-driven design since we've made these changes. And then the third and perhaps the most critical thing is what's called a preload image. And I'm going to show you an example of that. So on this particular website, you can see there's the image right there. There's an image that loads before the website loads. And here's another one I'm going to show you. So when you load this particular website, there's this image that loads as the website is loading, and it's called a preloader. And so what I did recently was I turned off our preloader. That was the third thing that I did to hopefully increase our page speed load time. And let me show you what that did to our analytics. So you can see right here on Sunday, October 28th, and prior to, data-driven.design had an extremely high bounce rate up in the 80s. And now you can see that has dropped drastically down to 6% and under, which is like top of the industry standards here. And I just did those 3 things on our website. So number 1, I deleted some content that wasn't needed. There were some icons. There were about 6 to 8 icons that I deleted. It just takes longer for the page to load. And then number 2, I went from image heavy at the top of the page down to just text. And number 3, I eliminated the preloader. And the proof is in the data here. You can see that we've got a bounce rate that is extremely low. And when you compare time periods, you can see that our traffic has stayed about the same. We're getting about the same amount of users and sessions, but our page views are up 33%. Our pages per session are up 39%. The average amount of time that people are spending on the site is 3% higher, not great, but the bounce rate is 95% better, which is huge. So we've gone from about half of the users engaging with our site to about 98% of the users engaging with our site. So these are 3 things that anybody can do to their website to increase the engagement and convert users. For more free digital marketing and web design tips, visit dataoveropinions.com. We've got an Alexa skill. You can listen to this. You don't have to watch the video. You can get the Alexa skill by opening up your Alexa app and just going to datadrivendaily.com. You can support the Data Driven Daily tip by going to support.datadrivendaily.com. And if you want to holler at me to see how we can do some work for your company, hit me up at paul@datadriven.design. This has been your Data Driven Daily Tip. Have a great day!